Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and I just got back a little while ago from watching Ant-Man and the Wasp, and this is going to be full spoilers, dude. I'm not going to be doing a non-spoiler. Just for the sake of conversation, the non-spoiler stuff, really effing awesome movie. Definitely go and see it. There are two end credit scenes. The mid-credit scene, crucial to the movie, to the general Marvel universe. Holy crap, probably the best end credit scene ever. If you don't gasp, psh. And then the final one is just it is what it is. So you can stay for it. Why wouldn't you stay for it? That's it. All right, from this point on, full spoilers. All right, here we go. Holy crap, that was a great freaking movie. um, dude, this movie, man, you had oh man, do I want to say it was better than the first one? Little bit better than the first one because you didn't have to have the whole origin story, even though there was still a retelling of the origin story, and it was awesome. I dug that. I dug the way they did it. It was Pina again, the one guy. The heck is his name in there? Luis. He was doing the whole thing like, okay, man, so check it out. I was doing, and then you see like Ant Man will be over here, and it's still Pena's voice, and he's talking, he's going back and forth. Like it was just awesome. That was just great. So I really dug that they did that. Very enjoyable. And what else they got there? They have a bunch more hints about Cassie Lang growing up to become Stature. That's Cassie Lang is obviously Ant Man's daughter, and one day she will grow up to be a superhero herself called Stature, who typically grows but could shrink, but she prefers to grow. Anyway, really awesome character. Also, Bill Foster, Lawrence Fishburne. They did that. First off, they did a lot more with Hank Pym, the young Hank Pym, with the CGI, and it was just amazing. Best CGI ever. And it wasn't like Superman's mustache in Justice League. That's all I'm saying. It was awesome. And then this movie, it was even better. It was even better. It should be, right? They're paying for it to make sure it's not cheap. Like budget, what budget? The budget is make it look good. That's the budget. And it did. It really definitely did. So they had that. They had just, oh man, so much cool stuff in here. But they did that CGI younger man version with Lawrence Fishburne also. Wow, that was great. Because I'm sitting here looking at this, I was like, oh man, that looks like Boys in the Hood. Like it's Young Furious talking about, hey man, so what do you do if a man doesn't respect you? What do you do? Like that's what I felt like. It's like it's Young Furious talking. That fool's lucky, man. I could have swore I had him right in the lineup of my Magnum. Um, and there were a lot of plot twists in here. There was a lot of, oh no, that's a bad person. Oh no, that's a good person. And then wait, not really. There was a lot of twists, and I dug that. So once again, yes, it is a heist movie, but like I'm so tired of people trying to classify the movie. It's a superhero movie. It's somebody that a comic book fan is going to go into and say yes, and that comic book fan is going to grab a non-comic book fan by the ear, maybe the shirt, but hopefully if they grabbed the shirt, it's because they were aiming for the ear and they just missed. But grab them by the ear and pull them over and be like, watch this movie, it's amazing. And I can't see anybody coming out this going, it was kind of childish. No, the humor was in there just perfectly. Like as good as the first movie, as good as the prior movie. Peyton Reed, the guy who directed this movie, wants to do a Fantastic Four movie. He's got the science down and a lot of good stuff going. Do I want to see him do a Fantastic Four movie? As long as he's not going to do it like this, as long as he's not going to have that much humor in it. I don't want there to be that much humor. But then again, what the heck do I know? You know what I'm saying? What do I know about making movies? So at first I'm going to say, no, I don't really want that much humor in it. But I couldn't imagine Ant-Man having that much humor in it. One thing I will say, though, since we are doing full spoilers, the mid-credit scene spoiler was holy crap, amazing. All, like, they did that thing where you see, mind you, this is spoiler, end credit scene, or mid-credit scene, Ant-Man goes into the quantum verse again to try and get some stuff to try and help out the main bad guy, Ghost, who is bad, but not, that damn bad. Anyway, he goes in to grab some of the energy from the quantum zone, comes or tries to come out, but like nobody's answering. He's like, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? The audience pans out and sees why they're not answering. Because there's that Thanos dust everywhere. They all got turned to dust after that finger snap. And I'm like, oh my god. My wife is like, no. Like my wife is the kind that hits people, like me especially. She's hitting me like, no, no. I was like, babe, we're in the middle of the movie. You need to chill. Like it was, she's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And we walk out of the movie, and right in front of us, across the aisleway, is Infinity War. And I'm like, babe, you want to go see that again? She's like, no, I hate Thanos. Like, Thanos is actually kind of cool. No, I hate him. I just interviewed Jim Starlin like a week ago. No, no. That was too much for her. The final end credit scene is just a quick little thing with one of the ants playing drums, and then it literally, it's like if it's 5 seconds, I'm surprised it's that long. It says on the drums, and it says Ant-Man and the Wasp will return, and then all of a sudden a question mark pops up on it. It's like, okay, cool. So you could stay for it if you want. I would. I wouldn't stay for it to see it a second time, but I would stay to see that mid-credit scene again and again and again. Holy crap. That was the best end credit scene ever. Like, literally. Okay, it's hard to, because the whole, Mr. Stark, I want to talk to you about the Avengers Initiative. That was damn good. And that was the nostalgia, the surprise, the everything, like, oh my god, they're really going to do an Avengers movie. Even though they didn't actually have plans to do an Avengers movie. Mother effers, they made it up to us. And look at what they done. But aside from that, this was definitely the best one. Stan Lee did have a cameo in it. There was a scene in the final chase where he's trying to unlock his car, and then all of a sudden his car just boom, it just like shrinks down. And he's just like, oh man, the 60s were something, but they're starting to catch up with me. Stan Lee's freaking awesome. Man, Ghost is a bad guy, and then you find out that she's even worse. But then it turns out, okay, but it's not really her fault. And then she turns out to be even worse. But then in the end, she's just trying to stay alive. And I get it, man. I felt for her. So main bad guy in this movie, ish, and nobody necessarily had to die. Oh, is the truth serum an actual truth serum or not? You will discover that in this movie. That was funny. And that's Lewis again. Pena, Michael Pena. I can't remember what his first name is. Anyway, this cat. Let me tell you something. If they were to make, because he was talking about, can I get a costume? Even if there's no powers, can I just get a costume? And Hope Van Dyne is looking like, man. If they were to make him an Ant-Man, they could make him the irredeemable Ant-Man. Boom, that's it. I put it out there. It's in the ether now. It is now officially in the ether. At some point, Kevin Feige might get wind of this. Peyton Reed might get wind of this. Somebody might get wind of this and just go, oh, you know what? That's a great idea. And I'm good with it. I don't need royalties. I don't need credit. I don't need a thank you. I don't need nothing. Just make the movie, because that would be fun. I would love to see him. Like, we got Carol Danvers showing up in the movies, right? So I would love to see Pena sitting there, as the irredeemable Ant-Man on top of a shower curtain, on top of the shower rod, looking down at Carol Danvers taking a shower. I'd just be like, man, they did it. They put it in the movie. That guy's scum. But I'm glad they put it in the movie. This was awesome. This was a fantastic movie. I could not possibly imagine anyone disliking this movie. It was that damn good. It was that damned good. Wow. Great film. Great film. I would definitely go and see it again. I absolutely 100% I would go and see this movie again if I wasn't so damn busy. But I would absolutely see this movie again. Oh, I'm going to Netflix the hell out of this when it comes there. Anyway, guys, I've got like a lot of... Oh, and Michelle Pfeiffer. Wow. She looked really good. She looked really good. And she's got some unknown, as of yet, not fully completed, understood powers as of right now. Maybe she can shrink and grow on her own at this point, which would be cool. I would love to see Ant-Man, or Pym being able to do that also at some point. But whatever. As far as the main characters, I'm good with them still using their suits. But this was awesome. I loved this. There's not a single part of this movie I didn't like. As far as the CGI, there's one part that didn't look perfect. and I mean that. There's one part that didn't look perfect. There was the one scene where Ghost is trying to get into the door, but she can't just phase in because she's got this solid object, the lab that's all shrunk down. She's got that in her hand. So instead, she like punches through the window of this car like that, and she's trying to get in like that. And the punching through with the building, that looked. I was like, oh, CGI. Everything else, like I wasn't looking for anything, so I didn't find it. But this, I was just kind of like, oh, that definitely looks like CGI, which is weird because they could have faked that, just have the breakaway glass. But maybe that's the problem. Maybe it wasn't CGI. It was the one thing that wasn't. Regardless, absolutely fantastic, funny as hell movie. Wow, wow. Even Wu, the cop at the end, the FBI agent, whatever he was, even him, he was fine. I would love to see him in the next movie. Um, Everything about this movie, man, so good, top notch. All right, guys. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed. Nope, that's not it. That's it. Bye.